I was pretty excited to see 3 paintings by Chris Foss recently, so here's a video of them. He was hugely influential in terms of science fiction book covers. He pioneered a style that focused on the vehicles, as you can see here, and you'll see in all 3 of these, that they're the real showpiece each time. I also think it's pretty funny. He wasn't into science fiction, so he drew covers and painted covers that could be used really on a number of books because they weren't based specifically on the story. And it's kind of funny that they were so good that they still got used, and used a lot. You'd naturally assume the opposite whenever looking at a book cover, right? You would think that the artist was commissioned to make a work specifically designed around the plot, characters, etc. from that story. His work got featured on books by Isaac Asimov and countless others. He also worked on the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so he's been around for a long time, but James Gunn, the director, wisely brought him in for that, so he's influenced a piece of the MCU, which is cool. My favorite thing about him, though, is that he was part of Alejandro Jodorowsky's legendary but ill-fated Dune movie, chronicled in my favorite documentary of all time, Jodorowsky's Dune, by Frank Pavich. In a completely different genre, Mr. Foss worked on arguably one of the most famous books of the 20th century, The Joy of Sex. I've never read that one, but we can assume it did not feature lots of spaceships. Anyway, while I've been babbling, you've gotten to see 3 fine pieces of work by this hugely influential cover artist. I didn't know they were going to be at the show I went to, so I was very excited to run into them. And there's a signature. Thanks.